Alrighty everyone, welcome back. It is now November 1st of 2022. We are just getting closer to the unveiling of The Mandalorian Season 3's final trailer, which by the way is slated for the holiday season right around Christmas Day, so looking forward to that. We also have the Ahsoka Tano series. A teaser trailer is slated to release sometime in the first quarter of 2023 as well. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you also very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing about the new Star Wars universe between George, John, and Dave Filoni is that they are all working together as a team, as we already know, to really bring back a large chunk of Star Wars legends. So basically what their mapped out plan is that they want to bring back the highlights of Legends, basically the biggest moments of that part in Star Wars where Disney was not a part of Lucasfilm. They did not own Lucasfilm back then. It was a very rich time when it came to all of the stuff that George Lucas was approving on the side. Now, basically what John and Dave are doing is that they are salvaging that and putting it into multiple shows. However, there is one show in particular that John and Dave are going through a lot of revisions right now, specifically rewrites. Now, as you all know, John and Dave are very busy developing multiple Star Wars stories, writing and directing and producing, etc. They really have their hands tied. I don't think I've ever seen any creators so busy in the film industry. I don't think I really have. You know, when you look at John and Dave, they're really catered to this thing. They're really just engaged and fully married to the Star Wars franchise essentially. So when you look at everything related to that, what's even all the more intriguing about this new development is that with both Disney and Lucasfilm now getting ready to develop new Star Wars TV shows for the community, it's noted that currently both Favreau and Filoni are busy with multiple Mandoverse-era projects, as well that will expand the franchise. Now, it's noted that currently Lucasfilm is going through a big adjustment for one of the upcoming projects for the fans. Now, it's described that both Favreau and Filoni are going through a big change for the upcoming second season of the Book of Boba Fett that they have been writing for the past couple of months now. However, due to shifts in their vision of where the Mandoverse is going, new rewrites are currently underway for the second season of Boba Fett, and that pretty much the entire script is being reworked. That is now set to include fine-tuned cameos that will have fans truly excited. Now, these rewrites by Favreau and Filoni are going to include characters like Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and others in different timelines to interact with Boba Fett. Even a Han Solo thing is planned. Flashbacks will be returning in the Boba Fett series, however, more catered to Fett's life as a bounty hunter is going to be the main focus. So let me just pause here quickly for a second. Now, as you all know, the Book of Boba Fett Season 2 is being treated like a soft reboot, just like the Kenobi series second season as well. And what I mean by that is that basically it's going to be a continuation from the last season, but it's not going to really reference the past season directly to the fans all that much. So it is going to be two different timelines. We're going to tap into that in just a second. They are going to still meddle with flashbacks and kind of showing more about Boba Fett's past. But even in the present time, they are gearing up toward giving the fans the old Boba Fett. And what I mean by that is the Boba Fett that fans know and love from the movies, from the comics, from the video games, or what was supposed to be a video game, Star Wars 1313, that got cancelled. That's basically what they are drawing from, believe it or not, is that they are using 1313 as inspiration for this new Boba Fett season. So that, to me, I think is all the more exciting. Now, in case you guys did not know this as well, John and Dave are also working on The Mandalorian Season 4 at the same exact time, while working on Boba Fett Season 2. Now, Boba Fett Season 2, this is all because of Temuera Morrison. He's the guy that spoke up and said, "I want the old Boba Fett back." He literally said that in an interview, and John and Dave are listening finally. They're also listening to the fans, let's not forget about that. So, the next thing that I do want to tap into here is exactly what is actually going on, why they're doing these rewrites specifically, and what it's really going to entail. So, the tone for both points in the time, of course, is going to be the past and the present that will be focused on bounty hunting, and that these rewrites are going to throw Boba Fett into a series of missions of hunting down his enemies and fighting those who stand in his way. Both John and Dave are already planning a full-on battle between Boba Fett and Luke Skywalker on a brand new world that they have never seen before in the Star Wars franchise. The rewrites were due to some complications in some of the decision-making on other shows, shifting the timelines around a bit for John and Dave to work on Boba. So let's make things a lot more clear here, is that these rewrites are nothing out of, a toxic environment or creative differences or anything like that. This is pure just the creative side of the way the story flows, the way the actual roadmap is going to present itself. So it's not creative differences, it's not like John and Dave are having arguments or anything like that, so let's not get that mixed up. The main reason why these rewrites are taking place and why John and Dave decided to do so is because other shows out there are shifting around and going into different parts in the Star Wars universe's timeline, and they have a couple of timelines in the second season of Boba Fett that was complicated to fit in with that. So now they're shifting things around, they're rewriting the show entirely. Does this massively delay the series? Who knows? They were trying to get this thing out by 2024, by the way. It's looking more likely that they will be able to get it out by the end of that year instead of the beginning of 2024. So yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but it is going to delay it by quite a number of months, so to speak. So anyways, with that being said too, what I like about this is how they are going to be throwing Darth Vader in. And this also fits together with what we talked about a couple of weeks ago of how Hayden Christensen signed a multi-show contract deal where he's basically going to be inserted into pretty much around, 30 Star Wars projects in a mixture of live action and animated. And it may seem a lot, but a lot of which are going to be animated too, so it could very well be divided up. Now, over the years, of course, it's going to happen. This is like a long-term contract that Hayden signed, and this is most likely one of them. Boba Fett Season 2. Vader's also appearing in the Ahsoka series. I mean, a lot of stuff was filmed for that. That's 2 right off the bat. So they're really just looking to the future. They're really trying to build things and really trying to get Star Wars rolling again. And I think that they're going to be able to nail it as long as they create, the magical word here is consistent, a consistent flow of positive Star Wars TV shows that are full of quality. If they can perform that, they got it. They're golden. That's all they need. That's all they need for the fans to trust in them 100%. Of course, a lot of fans do trust in them, but they have to convince the fans that left the franchise. So anyways, guys, let me know what you guys have to say about all this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to move.